others are looking upstairs. I need to check the captain's quarters. Later, I need to find Captain Boylan. Captain Boylan's not in the library. The others are looking upstairs. I need to check the captain's quarters. I shouldn't be snooping around. Not without a good reason, anyway. Full of matches. Can't really see anything in here. Hang on. What's this? There's a small switch in the back. Well, I'll be damned. Captain! You're still breathing, thank God. Hang on, I'll get help.
He appears to be fine physically, but he seems to be in some sort of trance.
A trance? How do you mean?
His eyes are open, but he's not really awake. He's gone within himself. I've seen people do this voluntarily, to meditate or relive certain memories, but Captain Boylan seems trapped.
Is there anything we can do?
I'm not entirely sure. Did he say anything when you found him, Harley?
Not a word.
I'm at a loss. Something brought this on, but what?
Could it have something to do with this room? If he went to the trouble of building a secret passage, it must have some significance to him.
That's a very good point. I would say this place is a sanctuary.
But from what? The man lives alone in the desert already. What's he need a secret sanctuary for?
Look, on the wall there.
It's a sketch of Captain Boylan with 5 other men. His crew, maybe? There's a signature. A. Kranich.
Kranich? God forgive me.
Captain, can you hear me?
The doom? The doom!
What doom? What do you mean?
I came from nowhere. I ought to have taken heed. I ought to have let it take me.
Captain? Captain? He's unresponsive again.
Poor man. It's clear he's suffering.
I only wish I could diagnose the cause.
I think I have an idea.
Yes?
That chair, the way it's positioned, facing that sketch, this room being hidden, I think something happened to those men. Something bad. And I think the captain blames himself for it. He probably comes in here to punish himself.
How you figure that?
Because, well, call it a hunch.
I don't know. Seems kind of far-fetched, don't it?
Not entirely. I've read some of the new theories about the study of the mind. A particularly traumatic event may have shaken Captain Boylan's sanity.
So, he has gone mad?
Yes, but he may not be beyond help. We could try to reach him. I could try a form of hypnosis.
Oh, sure. That's where you get him to cluck like a chicken, right?
Not at all. It means he would be calmed and put into a receptive state. Then we could speak directly with his unconscious mind. But to have the best chance, we would have to recreate the environment he's experiencing as accurately as possible.
Recreate the environment? Just how do you propose we do that?
We must each take on a role.
Oh, you mean like play acting?
Something like that. If we can each convincingly assume the identities of the men in that sketch, the captain may feel they are truly here with him. His fantasy will become clear, and we'll be able to guide him through and out of it.
Sounds just crazy enough to work.
But we know nothing about these men, aside from what they look like.
Which means we need to find out more. The more details we have, the better.
Then let's put this show together. Harley, You're good at finding things. See if Captain Boylan had a diary or something.
All right, I'm on it. There's gotta be something we can do for him. Storm seems to be passing. That's Captain Boylan on the left. 5 other men must be his crew, but I have no idea who any of them are. Boylan set up a sort of shrine from the look of it. Storm seems to be passing.
Poor Captain Boylan. It's not easy living with demons.
Let me know when you found something that might tell us who those fellers in the sketch are.
I must admit, this is all very odd. Though I do pity the captain.
Looks like a sea bunk. Guess old habits die hard. There's an old book in here. A journal. Better take it. There's not much in here. I guess Captain Boylan didn't care much for writing. Here's an interesting passage.
Fisher landed another whale today on his first shot. I asked him how he managed it. Turns out he's been tying his wife's kerchief to the harpoon handle. Swears it brings luck and improves his aim. Ah, to be young and in love.
This, a journal?
Captain Boylan's personal one.
I see. Well, I'll let you pore over it for any pertinent information.
That won't help the poor man.
Unfortunately, I haven't got time to read the captain's journal right now.
I do not think we have the time to be reading books just now.
I wouldn't even know where to begin. Nautical adventures, war stories, medieval romances, and frontier tales. Atlases, travelogues, and naval histories. Classical dialogues, poetry, and natural philosophy. Some kind of navigational instrument. I haven't a clue how it works. We're in the middle of the desert, but it feels like we could be at sea. Spare linens, and an old sketch. sketch of a ship. The Derwent. There's a note. Captain Boylan, looking forward to our first voyage together. Signed A. Cranach. Cranach? That's the same name on the sketch in the attic. So the Derwent must be the ship I'm looking for. The plaque says the Corunna. Oh, that's interesting. There's a little model sailor that looks kind of like Captain Boylan. And that other one there looks like one of the men in the attic sketch. I need to figure out exactly who it is. Nice to be able to freshen up. There's an empty bottle and a note in here. I'll take the note. Captain Boylan, I recommend taking 1 nitroglycerin tablet per day and avoiding overexcitement. Dr. Francois. It's empty. Looks like a navigational chart. I'll take it with me. Can't see much aside from the wagon parked down there. Can't see much. I'll take this hat. I'll put back the one I'm carrying first. I'll put back the one I'm carrying first. This is the water closet. Another unlit lamp. There we are. No rum in here, surprisingly. Enough rum to last a lifetime, or an evening. Old navigational chart. Looks awfully familiar. Probably full of more rum. This crate's been emptied. A crate chock full of rum bottles.
This is all very odd, though I do pity the captain.
plain wooden stool, useful for gaining some height.
Plan on climbing up somewhere? I hope we're able to help the captain.
Can't reach it from down here. It's got an old sailing ship on it. It's in surprisingly good shape for being so old. There's a path drawn around an island that says Detour. The name of the island's been crossed out. Here we are, the logbook for the Derwent. The Derwent sailed out of El Presidio in 1830. Listed crew is Captain Philip Boylan, First Mate Michael Benelli, Navigator Karenga Payo, Harpooner Jalal Fisher, Dr. Jonas Francois, Cook George O'Malley, and Alfred Cranach, profession unlisted. I found the ship's log for the crew in the sketch.
Nicely done. Let's have a look. Alright, so we've got a first mate, navigator, harpooner, doctor, cook, and artist. We can probably leave that last one out.
Okay, so Danny can be the cook, Nadine the doctor, Phil the harpooner, you can be the navigator, and I'll be the first mate.
Oh, don't you think I ought to be the first mate?
Does it really matter?
Reckon not. Right, now all we need are some props.
Props?
Sure, for authenticity. Have another look at the sketch. Each of the crewmen is either wearing or holding something unique.
Jake's right. If we each have the appropriate item, it will increase our chances of convincing the captain that we are his former crew. I'd also suggest trying to learn at least one personal detail about each one, just in case.
Okay, I'll have a look around.
Bring me any items you find.
And let me know when you're ready to begin the performance.
This is a lot to keep track of. I'd better make a list. Here, this is the hat First Mate Benelli wore.
Perfect. I'll hang on to it. Found something we need?
Here's a harpoon for Mr. Fisher.
All right, this one's yours, Phil.
I do hope this works.
Found something we need?
A spyglass for Navigator Payo.
Great.
Here's a carved whale tooth for Dr. Francois.
This one's you, Miss Redbird. What's this, a journal?
Captain Boylan's personal one.
I see. Well, I'll let you pore over it for any pertinent information. Interesting. Suppose learning the name of that island would be useful.
That's Captain Boylan on the left. According to the ship's log, these other men are harpooner Jalal Fisher, cook George O'Malley, Dr. Jonas Francois, first mate Michael Benelli, and navigator Karenga Payo. Of a ship, the Derwent. There's a note. Captain Boylan, looking forward to our first voyage together. Signed, A. Cranach. Captain Boylan, I recommend taking 1 nitroglycerin tablet per day and avoiding overexcitement. Dr. Francois.
Seems like handy information to know. Interesting. Suppose learning the name of that island would be useful.
I found this inkwell and quill. Should work for drawing O'Malley's tattoo on Danny.
Right. I'll hold on to this thing until it's time. Sure, this information will be pertinent.
Is everything ready to go? Keep in mind, we'll likely only get 1 chance at this.
I think so. I've found everything I can.
Excellent. Let's gather everything together and get started. I'll begin. Then we can each say who we are. Captain Boylan, hear the voices of your former crew.
My crew?
Go ahead, Harley. You start.
First mate Michael Benelli reporting for duty, Captain Boylan.
Michael, can it be?
Captain Boylan, it's Karenga Payo, your navigator.
Payo, you're alive?
Captain Boylan, it's me, George O'Malley. Supper is almost ready.
Ah, yes, I can smell it. Delicious.
Captain Boylan, I am Jalal Fisher, harpooner.
Of course, Fisher! I knew you'd made it.
And I am Dr. Jonas Francois.
But Doc, that's not your lucky Scrimshaw. I don't understand. What's the meaning of this? Some of me men have returned, but the rest? Imposters. Away with you. Leave me in peace.
Captain, we're only trying to help you.
Help! There's no help for me. Me torment is mine alone, until the day the devil sees fit to drag me down to perdition.
I'm afraid this ship is run aground.
What, that's it? There's nothing else to be done?
This was a risky attempt, and we were unsuccessful. We should leave before we make things worse.
What's going to happen to the captain?
We can't give him the help he needs. He'll have to come out of it eventually. The best we can do now is leave him alone. We've disturbed him enough.
Damn shame the plan didn't work.
But at least we tried. Come, we should get some sleep. And let's refrain from mentioning this to the captain in the morning.
Appreciate your hospitality, Captain.
Think nothing of it. I hope you all slept well.
Very much so. And yourself?
Truth be told, it was a rough night. But your company was most appreciated. Before you go, I'd like ye to have this tea caddy, Miss Leger, as a memento. I carved the inlay myself.
It's beautiful.
Best of luck on your journey.
Thank you, Captain. We'll be on our way.
Our stay at Captain Boylan's farmhouse was anything but dull. I hope we did no lasting harm by our intervention. But he seemed himself again when he saw us off this morning. I do believe he was truly lonely in his self-imposed exile and grateful for even the brief company we offered. After traveling half the day, we've stopped for a brief rest, and Nadine has asked me to accompany her on an excursion into the desert. For what purpose, I shall soon learn.
Thank you for accompanying me, Harley.
Not a problem. What are we doing, exactly?
Gathering firewood. There's probably plenty of petrified wood, but we should be able to find some useful scrub.
How come you asked me to come with you, anyway?
You would have preferred I ask someone else?
No, just curious.
I thought it would be nice to spend some time together, get a moment to breathe. Big groups aren't my favorite.
Yes, I can see your point.
Over here looks promising.
Someone dropped their flask here. Whew, that is some strong-smelling stuff. It's a beautiful wooden box with an inlaid scrimshaw carving. Says it's from Ceylon. There's some tea in here. There's still a little bit of liquid in here.
There, over by that flintstone. That branch is perfect. I'll let you do the honors. That branch is too green for firewood. It'll smoke.
Might find some other use for it.
It could be good for whittling.
Nadine said this was flint. Nadine thinks this will make good firewood. Surprisingly light. Suppose there's more around here?
Undoubtedly. It probably came from that tree over there. Let's split up. I'll check beyond the tree. You search the area to the south. Once you've gathered enough, we can meet back here and sort it.
Okay. Good luck, I guess.
And to you.
This will do nicely. Stuck under that rock, though. This branch isn't going anywhere without coaxing. Looks like a good piece of wood. Piece of torn cloth. Looks like it came from a shirt or a jacket. Somebody lost their satchel out here. Not much in here except a rusty knife. But a rusty knife is better than no knife at all. A good piece of firewood. I think this one will do. Damn it! Fast little son of a gun. A bunch of rocks. Desert's full of them. A bunch of rocks. Desert's full of them. did that varmint get to? This branch isn't going anywhere without coaxing. That's not going to get the wood out. That's not going to get the wood out. Nadine said this was flint. Nothing. Guess banging rocks together doesn't actually make fire. Not a bad idea, but I don't want to waste this firewood. Sparks. Good to know I can start a fire if I need to. Sparks. Good to know I can start a fire if I need to. I'm starting to get an idea, but it needs work. I'm starting to get an idea, but it needs work. The branch won't catch fire on its own. Not a bad idea, but I don't want to waste this firewood. It's not lighting. Well, well, look who it is. Smug little bastard. Gotta figure out how to get him to drop that stick. Take that, you little pest. Nadine's never going to believe what I went through to get this. Not a bad idea, but I don't want to waste this firewood.